Hi, this is Casual Fridays with two Harmonix. We're here in Soweto, and today we are chatting to Lesego Kekana. It is so powerful when people speak up about their disabilities. I myself, I grew up in a mainstream school where kids were teasing me and maybe they're ignorant about my disability, but they can see my disability. Do you have to speak up mostly about your disability because it's invisible?
In most cases, I always have to explain to people, especially new people that I meet, about my hearing loss. Even at work, I work with many people, so whenever a new person comes to my desk and make an inquiry, I'll have to make that person aware of my hearing loss. Even when I'm traveling with public transport, when people try to make conversation with me, I have to make them aware that I have a hearing loss, so I can hear them. Yeah, so whenever I meet new people, I have to explain to them that I can hear, so they must speak with me a certain way. Even this week, when we were at school, I had to explain to my facilitator, because we get new facilitators every day. So before class, I had to go to a facilitator and tell him or her about my hearing disability so they can accommodate me.
Were you born with hearing loss?
No, I wasn't born with a hearing loss.
What were the things that you discovered where you realized you have hearing loss?
Things that led me to discover about my hearing loss. In high school, I wasn't aware that I had a hearing loss, but my friends would tell me that I can hear them when they talk to me, but I didn't take notice to it. Like I didn't entertain them. Then I would notice I stopped hearing over the phone. Whenever people called me, I couldn't hear them, and I couldn't hear radio anymore. And when I started tertiary, during my first year, I couldn't hear a lecturer. So I thought maybe it's the language barrier, because I was attending a township school, so I thought maybe I didn't understand English. But as time goes, I realized that no, there's something wrong with my hearing. But I didn't know anything about hearing loss, so I didn't know the condition that I have has a name.
How old were you at that stage?
I was 19 at that time.
In what ways have your life changed since you had hearing loss?
My life has changed a lot since I've developed the hearing loss. I cannot socialize with people like I used to before. I have to rely more on people to help me. They have to make calls for me. They have to answer my calls for me. Yeah.
What has been your greatest challenge thus far?
Being unable to socialize anymore, to make new friends. Yeah, that's one of the greatest challenges. And communicating with my colleagues at work.
Thinking about coping in school and later in varsity level, how did you cope with these challenges?
In high school, my hearing loss wasn't bad, so I could cope very well. I didn't have much problems. And I started experiencing a lot of problems in tertiary. That's when I realized that I had a hearing loss. But even though the university catered for people like me, that time I was still in denial, so it was hard for me to go and ask for help. So I wasn't coping at all. I used to study on my own because I couldn't hear. I used to attend for the sake of attending, but I didn't hear anything. I couldn't hear anything during lessons.
So if I'm correct, hearing aid does not restore your hearing.
Wearing hearing aid doesn't help me at the moment because my audiologist and I haven't found the right program for me. So I still struggle to hear even when I'm wearing them. So we are currently looking for the right program for my hearing aid.
Looking back, what do you think would be your saving grace thus far?
My saving grace was meeting my audiologist. She helped me a lot. She helped me to deal with my hearing loss, the emotions that I was going through that time. Even now, she's always been there. She's very supportive.
Looking forward, what would you like to achieve?
What I would like to achieve professionally, I would like to pursue my studies further and do honors in industrial psychology to grow professionally. What I would like to achieve personally is to deal with my hearing loss, to accept the condition that I have, to make peace with it.
Thank you, Lesego, for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Casual Fridays. Happy Casual Day and go get your stickers.